Yeah, sure. See, this is, the reason why, like, we get in some hellish situations and we're like, why, God? Like, whoa, this is too much, man. Can I just go and enjoy like other people? Especially if we're talking about chronic pain or chronic neurological imbalances. This can cause some suffering. And the real definition of chronic pain is not acute and subacute pain. So there's a world of difference between acute pain, subacute pain, and when we get into the level of chronic degenerative pain. That's the kind of pain that don't go away, and it can get progressively worse and just give you turn your whole life upside down. Why would that happen? And how can you practice non-duality when you're in that? You listen to these people, oh, it's just, but it's just not real. It's just a thought. It's just a sensation. Come on. Yeah, right. If that karma got transferred onto that person that's saying that, I want to watch them. But I wouldn't wish that on anybody, because it's heavyweight suffering, you could say. I'm part of a group where they I have personal experience in this body and also with others that have it, and I can tell you, man, there's no look, I'm not against miracles. If you can be healed of something like that, cool. But there's a lot of people whose destiny it isn't to be healed of that. They've tried everything. I'm one of them. Spent my whole life trying to get rid of this imbalance in the spine and nervous system. It's just, at some point, Grace said, bro, chill. You need to accept this and surrender that this is the body you've been given. Fortunately, you've had enough experience in life anyway. You got to experience your desires. And so you got to do everything you wanted anyway. Now it's time to really go inside. That's the purpose of that level of karma. It can drive somebody inside like nothing else. What might have took you 10 lifetimes to come to some deep motivation to realize who you are beyond this body mind, that it's like concentrated. Like you can discover that right now or in this life. I see that as the reason why some people have such just painful existential situations. Now, should I talk about those who just have some normal pain? What do you do? And what kind of pain are we talking about? Well, usually physically and emotionally. That's the way the pain gets, that's how we feel the pain. Which is worse? The two go together, It's really hard. See, this is the thing that you got to transcend, is when you have physical pain, automatically the mind gets involved and starts self-talking. Oh, I don't like this sucks, blah, blah, blah. Then that creates emotional trauma or heaviness, feelings that potentiate the already existing pain. So then the two work together and just make more pain, and the mind's running the whole thing. It's like some sick part of the mind that wants its job, the ego part of the mind, is like playing the role of this dark side. This is what we got to transcend. And man, it's so cunning and subtle the way this ego works, the mind works, because it disguises itself as logic. It says, no, man, like, we really need to get rid of this pain. And we're going to start searching and looking, and we're going to try all kinds of things. Going to spend your whole life trying to get rid of this, and don't you want to get rid of it? Don't you want to be like everybody else? Yeah. Okay, let's go. And then that search can take up your whole life. And then at some point, if you're lucky, grace will come in, like it did for me, and say, you need to surrender this to a greater power. Getting into non-duality now, right? The mind can't put itself in non-duality. What happens, non-duality means pure consciousness. You can't, it's like the mind runs, the ego, you try everything, and then you get burnt out, and then something relaxes. It's like Buddha. He tried all kinds of things, man. I think he tried to hurt his body because he wanted to push. You want to go through the body. I'm gonna hurt it, so then I can go through it. And all kinds of fasting. I did that big time. I was never a masochist, but yeah, I was, because I did so much fasting. That was insane how much fasting I did. Trying to get, dry fasting, water fasting, trying to get out of this body, I want to realize myself. You see how devoted I am, God? Like, hook me up. See, but that was ego and mind the whole time. I hope I can spare some of you time if you're doing that now. And so Buddha did all that, and then he got tired at the end. He's like, man, I can't do that. Like, I'm done. Forget enlightenment. I'm finished. It's too hard. And then he laid up against a Bodhi tree, like just chilling. And then all of a sudden the space opened up. He's like, whoa. This is it. This is what it is. I don't know what he did, but I'm just saying. That's how it happens. That's the whole point of trying. That's why I say don't stop. Don't call off the seeking. That has to die a natural death. And then what's left is who we really are. And we don't lose our body after that, or our sense of individuality. That would suck, wouldn't it? You get enlightened, you just disappear, and you don't even know you're conscious anymore. I don't like that word enlightenment, but you come into this recognition of who you are in essence, and then you just blink out of existence. No, we retain the individual sense, and then we enjoy. The individual sense enjoys this fusion that it has with the universal consciousness, which is what we all are. It's just the addiction to believe more in the individual identity is so strong for a while. But through evolution, we come to let that go. There's just no way around it. You can't just buck the evolutionary process. And those that do, they look weird. You can see them on YouTube. I made it. I'm awake. Give me $100 an hour. I can show you how to be awake, basically. Is what some of them say. All right, so can I give any techniques or tips though, if you're in pain? Diet, big deal. I drink mostly liquids all day. I can't explain everything I do in this video. It's not the place for it. You can go to my other channel, Awakening Through Pain. It's a smaller exclusive channel because I talk specifically about chronic pain and neurological disorders. And so then I get into holistic things that can help kind of take the edge off. It's not about cure. It's not like, oh, I'm going to show you the cure. No, it's about you can reduce the symptoms, and you can, because when I'm on a super hydrating, alkalizing diet, and that's why I drink liquids most of the day, it will flush out a lot of this inflammation that chronic pain or any pain can feel. And also it can restore some semblance of balance to our neurology. So the two go together. Like, you got to work on your body while at the same time you're being aware that you're not this body. You can't neglect one or the other. And those that insinuate or think you can, life hasn't tested them yet. Life's going to hit them with something at some point, and then they're going to revamp their whole ideology they have in spirituality. It's just how it works. Yeah. So you can go to the other channel, Awakening Through Pain, if you want to know more specific, like human earthbound techniques, or it's not techniques, it's lifestyle of what can give a more pleasant stay in this body. Because the less distracted we are with constant sensations of pain, the more we can contemplate ourselves a little better. It's just how it is. Have a good day.